Hello, welcome to my channel. If you're for the first time, welcome back. It's Wednesday. So preschool, I always say that preschool book. It's not a preschool book, it's just a children's book. But I'm really liking these, so I've been finding them. This is How to Catch a Class Pet by Alice Walstead and Andy Elkerton. So I always start with a few tips. Before they can read, they need to know how to use a book. So make sure you're reading with your fingers so they're learning how to track print. Make sure they know how to hold the book correctly, right? They know what the cover is, the back is. They turn one page at a time. You start on the left page and then go to the right page, okay? And I always say who the author and illustrator are. When I talk about how the author writes words, illustrator is one who draws the pictures. So these books, there's always rhyming words, so go ahead and point those out. We have pool and school. The first page is talking about how summer's done. Now they're going to school. So I always start with the labeling question. There are school buses, so label that. That'll also give them a clue as to where they are. I would read the page and say, so where are they going, right? Because that's a recall question. They have to remember. I either ask recall questions or predictive questions, so that they can be thinking about the story. And then the third time, you kind of want to just get them talking related to them. So this one, you could either ask, what did you do in the summer? Get them talking about that, like if it's closer to the beginning of the school year. Or it could be like, what are you excited about doing in school? What do you think you'll get to do in school? So that's page 1. Page 2, yet, pet. Those are the rhyming words. They are on a playground. So I would use the first time to label anything. There's sandbox, swing set, slide, monkey bars, teeter-totter. I think that's, they're playing like with the ball. So label any of those for the first time. Recall question, it says they're waiting for the bell. So I'd be like, what are they waiting for? And then to remind them, they're waiting for the bell. They're playing outside till they wait for the bell. Related to them, right? You could either ask, does your school have a bell to let you know? I mean, our preschool we don't, so they'll probably say no, but older kids might. Or, since they're all playing on the playground, what's your favorite thing to do on a playground? Or you could even be like, is there anything that makes you a little scared to play with on the playground? It's a good way to get to know the kids so that you could also, if they're a little scared of something, maybe give that a little notice at recess and see if you can get them more comfortable with it. Oh, and it says, and they know each class has its own pet. So that could be a second question, a predictive question. So the next one, they're just labeling animals. And if you look through the window into a classroom, there's different animals. So I would get them labeling those from, let's see, for, door. Those are the rhyming words. So yeah, related. Predictive questions. What do you think is going to happen when they go inside? Related to them, do you have any pets? What's your favorite pet? What do you think would be a fun pet to have at school? Just get them talking. Found, playground, are the rhyming words at this one. I would read the page, label, like there's different empty cages, so you could kind of label, what's that? Like, what are these? A box, a cage, right? Just get them labeling the different types of things you put animals in. And then the animals are not there. So you'd be like, what happened? The animals are gone. Where do you think they went? Right? Those are the kind of, the second time I read it, get them thinking about the story. third time, relate it to them. Have you ever went to find something but it wasn't there? How did that make you feel? How did you get through it? Get them talking about that. At pet chat. Pet chat's a made up thing, so you can just talk about, that's the pets things that they can do on the computer. Galore is a word that you might want to define for them. There's just, that means a lot. But this one, they are drawing traps. So you could label any of the materials for art. That would be a good thing. Again, I was like, what are there pictures of? That would probably be my recall question. Get them recognizing that they're drawing specific traps. You could also ask, do you think their traps will work? Right? Relate it to them. What do you like to draw? Have you ever made up something like a trap when you're drawing? Right? Because maybe next time they're drawing, you could do that. That could be an easy activity to do after, right? You read this book, you have them draw their own trap. Let's see. Critter, quitter. Critter you might need to find. Those are rhyming words, so point this out. But critter, just shown, that's another word for animal. So it is lunchtime, so it'll be like, what are they doing during lunchtime? They are looking for the pet. They are outside. Just labeling, again, different things. I would probably get them labeling the rock wall or any of the animals, right? There's nothing really new, but just maybe pick any of the animals or playground objects you didn't do the first time, because you don't have to label every single one, right? And then the recall question, yeah, why did they go outside during lunch? To look for the animals. Recall question, you can ask them to tell a story again of when they found something, because again, you're not going to ask every single student. You can try, but maybe pick a few. This time you can have them ask that one. This one, he's reading a book, right, to look up the different animals. So I would label the book. Stick and quick are the rhyming words. So what's hiding on the monkey bars? There's a snake, right? And then get it related to them. Have you ever used the book to help you learn about something? Do you like snakes, right? This side, slide, glide. Those are the rhyming words. They may not know commotion, so you might want to do that. They are going down the slide, so I might label that verb, right? We're not just labeling objects, you can label verbs too. So they're going down the slide. And there's an animal, and it looks like a guinea pig, so you could also label those. Again, related to them. I mean, this one does have a question. Oh, good speed, glide. So then I could ask, why are they going down the slide? And they'll probably say to get the animals. And then related to them, do you like going down the slide? Right? Or have you ever saw something go down the slide? Like, I know preschoolers, they like to take a ball up with them and like roll the ball down first. Ball, crawl. This is specifically wall ball, so I might label that as a sport they may not know. There's also a turtle in there, you could label that for the first time. And then this one, there's a green turtle, but it's a green wall. So I'd be like, well, they don't see anything, but why don't they see it? And try to make them realize that the turtle is blending in. Related to them, have you ever played wall ball? Have you ever seen a turtle? Just any questions like that. This time they're playing Foursquare, so that's a good thing to label. There's also a frog, so you could label that. The square, midair, those are the rhyming words. Recall question. I'd be probably said, they said there's two things in the air. What is in the air with the ball? Right? To kind of make it easier so they could label the frog. Relate to them. Have you ever played Foursquare? They're playing a bouncy game with the ball. What's your favorite game to play with the ball? This one, the rhyming words are top and stop. This one, it's focusing on the swing and the crab, so you could label those. They made a little hotel in the sand, so you could also point out the sandbox. What are they doing to try to get the crab off of the swing, right? Because that's a recall question. They made that. Again, related to them. Do you like to swing? Right, get them talking about that. Do you like playing in the sandbox? Have you ever seen a crab? Climb time. This time they're on the rock wall, and it is a spider. And the lizard are on the rock wall. So you could label the rock wall, the spider, or lizard for the first time. Recall it to them. What did they do to get to the top? Because obviously they're climbing, so it's a good way to label that verb. Relate to them, right? Would you ever go up a rock wall? Would that be a little scary? Have you ever seen a spider or a lizard? Pets, nets. I would label, yeah, the nets. Recall question, it says break time's over, it's time to go back in. So it'd be like, what do they have to do? What were they asked to do? Go back inside. And then, yeah, do you think the pets will be inside when they get there because they didn't find any? Related to them. What do you do when it's time to go inside, right? Get them remembering the routine, like I ring a bell, but just whatever routine you have, I would relate it to them. Forever, whatever, they're back in the classroom. This one has a bowl with goldfish in it, so I'd probably label that. This one says they never did find the dragon, so it could be like, what animal do they still need to find? And then related to them, have you ever had pets? How do you take, like, have you ever had fish? How do you take care of it? What are your jobs? Cheer, year, this page are the rhyming words. This one says, wow, how? The pets are all back. So you could be like, are all the pets back? Yes or no? How do you, and then related to that, how do you think they got back, right? Just get them predicting. And then, which, you could ask them, because it's showing all the pets, which pet would you like the best? And, yeah, that is that. That is how to clutch a classroom pet. This would be good doing like an animal unit. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope this is useful. So please, if you like this, give it a big thumbs up and share this video. This is so important for kids to read, so I'm trying to make this as easy as possible. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're almost keep going up. So thank you so much. And I know it's because of you spreading the word of mouth about my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification button so you can be notified of all my videos. Monday, Wednesday, Saturday are my video times. And please leave any comments you would like, especially those that pertain to your experiences with the book. I'd love to hear, like, if you did any of my ideas, how they went, or just any other books you'd recommend, or any comments you have. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye.